Hello everyone and welcome back to One Page Food Review, where I, Paige, review local restaurants for both my enjoyment and your entertainment. Now I know I haven't posted in a while, had to take some time off, but today I am back and bringing you guys something very special. So over the past couple of months, I've been on a hunt to find the best cinnamon rolls in and around Philly. And I've tried so many, but there were four that particularly stood out to me from what I had tried. And though I found it quite difficult to kind of compare them, as each was really good in its own way, and given that I tried each like in a different context, and some of them, often a couple weeks or even a month apart. I will remember, one potentially having an edge above the rest, but overall, that's why we're here today. So we are here to determine once and for all of the places I've tried who has the best cinnamon rolls in and around Philly. So welcome to what I am calling Battle of the Buns. Now, a couple of disclaimers and rules before we dive in. So first, obviously, I've tried all of these rolls before. So for each one, I obviously had taken a couple bites and then put the rest in the freezer. So therefore, each bun won't be quite as fresh as if you would get them straight from the bakery. And therefore, each will be slightly smaller than what you would get if you would get it fresh. Obviously, since I've eaten some of it, but I tried to make each, kind of around the same size so I wouldn't be able to tell which is which. That being said, to keep this as unbiased as possible, I'm going to be trying all of these again all of these blindfolded, sorry. And so I'll have labels next to each so that you guys will be able to see it, but I won't, as I'll, again, be blindfolded. And so the four buns will be on the same plate with their label, and I'm going to heat them all up for 30 seconds, take a bite out of each while I'm blindfolded, and then rank them, and then in the end, I'll be able to see, and we'll be able to see which I think is best. And so, as I mentioned, there were four that really stood out to me. And so, two of these bakeries are pretty well known in the Philly area, known for their cinnamon rolls. And two are kind of smaller local bake shops that I'm sure many of you would probably have never heard of, but are really making some amazing cinnamon rolls and other desserts. So, I would definitely recommend to check them out. Now, the two well known spots in Philly for their cinnamon rolls are Pop's Bun Shop, a small corner window shop located on South 9th Street in Philly, and then Sugar Moon, located on Ridge Avenue in Philly, that only does cinnamon rolls for 3 days out of the month. So you gotta hit them up during that time. The two smaller local bake shops are Sweet Indulgence Custom Cakes and Catering. That's located on South 55th Street in Philly. And then there's also Baked by Michaela, which I discovered recently. That's located in Southampton, PA, so slightly outside of Philly there. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the buns from each place first. Get my blindfold, heat them up in 30 seconds, then we're going to dive right into this. So, first up, we got Pop's Bun Shop. Very light, very fluffy, very tall. So this is Pop's Bun Shop. I think I got two from these. That's why there's no bites taken out of this one. That's Pop's Bun Shop. And then the other well-known place in Philly, Sugar Moon. All right. Now, the two local bake shops. So obviously I took some bites out of this one, but this is Sweet Indulgence Cafe. Look how dark that is. How much cinnamon. And we have the Baked by Michaela. This one's huge. You can see compared to my face. And I even took a couple bites out of this one too. So, yep. All right. So, I am going to pause the video, go get the blindfold, heat these all up, and then we're going to figure out who is the best cinnamon roll of the ones I've tried so far in and around Philly. So let's get to it. Let's commence the battle. Okay, guys, I am back. So the buns are heated, and we are going to dive right in. And so I have 4 separate plates. I know you guys can't see, but I'm going to put the one that I think is best to my far left worst, which I think is still going to be amazing, all the way on the right. So, battle of the buns, here we go. All right, I'm going to spin the plate around so I can't see or know which one is closest to me. So I'm going to grab this one first. So this is the one. I don't know if you guys can see that, but here we go. This one is very doughy. Not a whole lot of icing, but the icing's very sweet. But this is very pillowy, very soft, very solid cinnamon roll. All right, I'm going to put this on a plate for now, and then I can move them around as I taste the others. All right, next up. I'm spinning around again just because I kind of knew like what was next to what. Okay. All right, here we go. I got this one. I don't know if you guys can see that, but here we go. Wow. This one tasted a lot more, it's not a word, but cinnamony. Like the other one, I didn't get much cinnamon, but this one I got so much more cinnamon. I like the icing on this one better for sure. And even the dough, I think I like this one better than the other one. You just have more like of a cinnamon roll taste. The other, I wasn't getting as much of the cinnamon, and I do like the icing on this one better. So I'm going to put this here. Okay. Next up, we're going to grab it. So I have this one. Yep, this one. Okay. Okay. This one, still more cinnamon flavor than the first. I don't know if I like the icing as much. I definitely like the last one, the one that I just tried, better than this one. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like the icing as much on this one. But the dough is very soft, pillowy. I don't know in relation to the first one. I think I might have to try the first one again. You know, I'm like breaking my own rules here. Okay. So I like the one I just tried better than that first one. But not as good as the previous. Okay, so that one is ranked 3 right now, I think. Well, I don't really have a 1, so. All right, last one. Here we go. Oh, I can't even pick this one up. Oh my god, it's so moist. Oh my god. You guys, so much cinnamon flavor. That dough is like literally like squishing in my hand. It's so soft and pillowy. The frosting, perfectly sweet. This is like the perfect cinnamon roll right here. Where's my tag? This is it. This is the winner. Oh yeah, for sure. I will say, icing wise, I think I like the one that's currently in second. Slightly more in terms of icing, but in terms of like the overall cinnamon roll, when I just tried this one, takes the cake. All right. All right, let's see. Yep, yep. So when I first mentioned in the beginning that I thought one had an edge over the others, this was it. This was it. Sweet Indulgence. When I first got that cinnamon roll, I was taken to like another like cinnamon roll dimension. I mean, that cinnamon roll is amazing. It's the best I've ever had, obviously. Um, oh wow, I'm surprised. Okay, so we had Sweet Indulgence in second. We had the Baked by Michaela. So the two small local bake shops, shout out. Both women owned as well. Sweet Indulgence, black owned as well. So support. And then the two well known. So we had Sugar Moon in third, Pop's Bun Shop in fourth. Wow, I did not see that coming. Maybe it's because it wasn't as fresh, but that dough did not taste like super fresh. A little bit dry too. But again, like even if you look at the cinnamon roll, like it's a lot of dough, not a whole lot of icing going on. But Sweet Indulgence is also one of those that's like really doughy, as you can see. But the dough is just so soft and just perfect. And oh, yes, everything you love in a cinnamon roll. Perfect cinnamon roll right there. So shout out to them. But this was awesome. Thank you guys for joining. Like, comment on this video, and let me know what I should try next. For the love of food.